Hey guys, Jay here. Sorry about the late video. Just got back not too long ago. Went up to the funeral home. Actually, I stopped and see my dad first thing this morning because I couldn't sleep last night. Sitting outside with Jake at 3:30 in the morning. So stopped to see my dad, and so I was talking to him about him, and he said, "It's not your fault. You didn't take the pill." Which he's right, but I don't know. Still bothers me. Anyway, he was cremated today. His parents had him up at the funeral home just for family and friends and stuff, but I was able to go out. Me and Sergeant, Pastor went with me. Had a quick viewing of him, and that was it. But both the parents come over and give me a hug and thank me because they were able to talk to him before he passed. But they said they had him in rehab before, that he got hooked on drugs when he left for college. That's a damn shame. I'm not going to say anything because I used to be an alcoholic. I know how rough it is to stop doing stuff. I mean, especially at that age, you're going to be with friends doing it and everything else. Me, I'm just an old man now, so I don't bother with people. But, no, we were on our way back, and the pastor was on the phone talking to somebody while he was driving. I said, "It's not a good idea, being on the phone." And he said, "Wait a minute." And he said, "Everything's there." And he said, "Okay, we'll be in a few minutes." So I don't know what he was talking about. So we pulled back in the church parking lot, and there's a big food truck sitting there with a tow-behind smoker, a huge smoker. And it has like the one that goes around and chains, like you put the meat on it and it just keeps swirling around. It has an end on it with it runs by propane and electric. But something I'd have loved to have but never could afford. But he said, "Just come out and look." So I went and looked at it, went in the truck, the inside of the truck. On the outside of the truck it said burgers, barbecue, and more. So I went in the truck. That truck's beautiful on the inside. It's air conditioned. It has a big, diesel generator underneath it, runs all the electricity and everything in it. It has a flat top in it, flat top grill. Has a cold plate in it where you can put all, like if you cut tomatoes, lettuce, and stuff like that, you put them in pans and put them down the cold plate and it keeps them cold. Then it's got a hot plate in it. Like if you have chili dogs or you have soup or something, you put in your canisters and set them down in there. It's got a freezer, refrigerator. It's got racks in there. They had food in there yet. The condiments, they had the big bags. They have a slide thing on the wall. But they had ketchup and mustard from Heinz. And they had them in boxes in there. So you can refill the bottles. You slide them down through the wall and you open the nozzle up on it, refill the bottles with them. But still, I'm standing there and wondering what the hell this thing's doing here. So, Pastor ended up buying the damn thing. He got a deal on it. $40,000 for all of it. And here we ended up being one of my customers. The one I give the tractor to, he passed away. And his son owned a restaurant business. I knew that. I didn't know he owned a food truck. So Pastor went ahead and bought it off of him. So what they want me to do is run the food truck, make the menu, try it out this Sunday, and he wants me to start my mowing business because he said it's going to kill me being out in the heat. He said, you got an air-conditioned truck, you got a smoker, you got everything you need. And he said, you love to cook. I said, yeah. I said, but I got customers I need to take care of too. So Sean said, well, he said, my kids can take care of that. We'll just hook the trailer in my truck. He said, I'll go with them. He said, you don't have to pay me nothing, give my kids $9-10 an hour. He said, no, go out and do it. That's not the point. Like I said, like 9 of my yards I mow for free. I can't afford to put out $9-10 an hour to make nothing back on it, you know what I mean? I don't know. I told Pastor, I said, you know what? I said, how much you pay for the truck? He said, 40 grand with everything. I said, let me call the credit union. So I called the credit union real quick. He sent them pictures of it, and they said they'd give me the money. So I told him, I said, I'll just take a loan out for 40 grand. I said, it'll only be like $235, $300 a month. They said between $235, $300 a month. I'll just pay you for it, and I'll take the truck. He said, no, you're not doing that. You're not taking out a loan. He said, why don't you just take the truck? He said, I'll sign it over to you. You take the truck and just give me $100 a month and pay back towards it. He said, the whole point of buying it was to get you out of cutting grass so you don't kill yourself. So he said, just do your free yards. He said, they're only little yards. It only take you half a day to mow them, then let Sean and his kids do the rest of them. Besides alligator yard, I got to do alligator yard too, because nobody can go down there beside that pond. So, I don't know, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. He's right, I do love cooking. He already put an order in down to the distributor to buy pork roast, all kinds of stuff to put in the smoker. A case of hamburgers, hot dogs, buns, everything else. So, oh, there's also a cheese dispenser in it for like nachos and stuff. So, I don't know, it's a beautiful truck. Like I said, I wouldn't mind having it. I wouldn't mind changing up what I'm doing. It's got all the permits with it. I just have to run them up to the courthouse and transfer them over. That way I can go to carnivals or wherever, the fairs, or even out on the street somewhere and park. As long as I have the permits. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Like I said, one way or the other, I'm going to take the truck. If I got to buy it off of him or pay him monthly, he said he will sign the title over to me, and I just pay him monthly for it. So, it was nice of them, though. They were all there. They had balloons hanging on the side of it and everything. Thought they were doing something nice for me, and I don't know. Jay's just in a blow-up mood right now. I mean, I appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And everything they did for me, but like I said, that smoker is beautiful. I mean, it is huge, and it cranks up. It's like down low when you're hauling it. It has a big crank on the side where it's you can use the electric, and it'll jack it up in the air. A lot of room for a lot of meat. So, I don't know. give me something else to think about. Like I said, make a menu up and figure out something for Sunday. And we'll see how it works out, I guess. If Jay can run a food truck, now hell, I can run a food truck. Serve how many people we have the things at the church, so I can definitely run a food truck. All I need is somebody at the window taking orders, and I'll be doing the cooking. Alright guys, well, sorry to be a little bit bummed out, but love you all. God bless. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget the damn likey button, Betty. I'll see you all on the flip side. Bye-bye.